So, you guys know how much I love to bring you anti-cop news. Well, I got some more. Recently, an Oklahoma State Patrol Captain George Brown, yeah, this ugly dude right here, had some advice for you ladies. Before we get to his advice, let me explain what his advice was about. He made his comments during an interview that was set up by a local news station to give women tips on how to stay safe when pulled over by police because 3 current counts of sexual assault by officers who are clearly abusing their power, and let's not forget, are rapists. Now, here's what he had to say. His advice is, drumroll please. Okay, no drumroll. Alright, his advice is follow the laws and you won't get pulled over. Wait, dude, so you're saying these women were sexually assaulted because they didn't obey the laws? On top of that, what about the women that were profiled due to past records, such as Officer Daniel Hortzclaw, who specifically targeted black women with prostitution and drug addiction and pulled them over to sexually assault them whether they had broken the law or not? There are so many things wrong with this statement, it's fucking ridiculous. This is the same kind of mentality that rapists have, which is kind of funny considering he is the boss of these officers who committed the assaults, and you know what I'm saying? Attitude reflects leadership. So, what, we have a whole team of rapist cops out there who say it's the women's fault for not stopping at the stop sign, so she got raped? How about something like, buy a gun and shoot the cop in the face if he's trying to pull your pants down, or buy pepper spray and mace that motherfucker when he's reaching for your tits and tell him that you're still going to jail if you don't comply. The other advice he gave was legit, such as leave your door locked, crack your window. However, since when is rape a legitimate punishment for speeding? Dude, you don't know. You done fucked up. You know that, right? You got the world mad at you on this one, bro. And everyone in your town knows what kind of douchebag you are now. If you're married, you probably won't be for long. And if you're not, you're definitely not going to be for a long time. That's for sure. But you probably don't care. As a piggy with a badge and a gun, you feel like the world is your playground and you can take anything you want, including sex, right? Yeah, that's what I thought. How about discussing how your officers are in the wrong, and it will be dealt with to the fullest extent of the law? I find it hard to believe that cops are that hard to replace. Last I knew, they got pretty good benefits and steady pay. I've never heard of a cop going hungry. Have you? Shit, we got donut shops dedicated to you guys to give you free coffee and food. On the brighter side, a Gerald Knuckles, who was a deputy, is being held on a $125,000 bond. And I know good and well that job doesn't pay that well, so he'll definitely be in there and gets what's coming to him if he's convicted. This guy has 2 women speaking against him, one stating that he forced her to his truck answering a 911 call and forced her to perform a sexual act, which you can guess, yeah. So it's not impossible to get justice on these guys. Apparently you just have to have several accounts. Oh, and him admitting it. As George, the officer in custody, admits he has a problem for pretty women and has abused his power to sexually assault them. If this guy didn't admit it, do you think he would still be behind bars? I don't know. What do you guys think? Do you think there's anything that can be done about these officers abusing their powers? I know of people who have drugs planted on them. I know of an officer who had sex with one of the inmates and she and her husband are divorced over it, yet she is still the officer in charge of the county jail. How? I have no idea. I know of one piggy who charged me with a minor possession of tobacco back when I was a kid with no proof, just word of mouth. And what did she say about it? I said, you don't even have any tobacco. You don't have anything in your hand. How are you going to write a ticket? And she says, I'm a cop. Who are they going to believe? You or me? And that was on school property. There is no escape from the long arm of the law and corruption no matter where you go. Did I mention I live in a small town with a population of only 21,000? Thanks for watching, you guys, and I'll leave the link down below so you can see the page I pulled the story from. And don't forget to comment and subscribe if you haven't already. With new videos in gaming and world news every week, I won't disappoint you. Much love and take care.